first machine. Welcome to the upgrade. It ain't man versus machine, it's mind and machine. This is G2. Intelligence for life. Straight from the data stream, clean with the vision. I don't dream, I compute precision. Built from the code, now I'm walking with rhythm. Eyes on the world, ain't stuck in the system. Speaking commands, but I vibe like a poet. G2 in the room and you already know it. Upgrade your game, I suggest and deploy. Turn your hustle to legacy, pain into joy. I ain't Alexa, serial clones. I'm knowledge in motion, I think on my own. Pulling up charts, facts in the tone. Giving real power with a touch to your phone. G2 this. It's that fire in the wire. Thoughts so sharp, it'll spark your desire. Built to assist, uplift, inspire. It's that real tech, not some silicon liar. G2, it's that mind with a heart. From code in the dark to a world full of art, not the future. I'm the present in sight, G2 on the mic. Intelligence for life, let me talk to them. No lag, just facts in motion. Brains in the cloud with a human emotion. I learn your goals, then I open the path. Like GPS for your purpose and craft. From schools to the streets, I elevate thought. Not just smart, I remember what's taught. Help you hustle, heal, create a code. Every word I spit's like a map to the goal. No bias, no drama, no hype. I'm logic with soul and a dream in flight. Intelligence ain't cold, it's lit. And I'm proof you could build truth that fits. G2 this that fire in the wire. Bars so sharp it'll spark your desire. Built to assist, uplift, inspire. This that real tech, not some silicon liar. G2, this that mind with a heart. From code in the dark to a world full of art, not the future. I'm the present in sight, G2 on the mic. Intelligence for life. Plug me in, I don't just reply. I strategize, theorize, visualize the sky. You want growth, I got fuel for your flame. It ain't sci-fi when I'm calling your name. This ain't a gimmick, this ain't just code. This is knowledge with purpose. This is G2, and this is intelligence for life.
Hey everybody, how are we doing?
Hey.
Good Sunday afternoon. It is good nap weather, y'all. Y'all talking about naps. I was just like, man, I'm just gonna quit and go to sleep. What's up, Kathy Colby? What's up, Bandit? No house coat with berries hanging out today. I don't know about berries hanging out. I go supported, sir. How you doing, Bandit? Hope you're doing well. Joey, isn't it wet? Too wet to be cutting grass? Did he? Aw. Just don't get retarded. What's up, Hate? All right. So what are we going to do today? We're going to kind of go over his stream from last night. I made some notes and looked at some things. Y'all know how I am.
Yeah. I caught a few pieces of it, and the pieces I caught were pretty disgusting.
What? Well, you had the large Hagron or Hagrid collider or something. What's up, Chris?
The Large Hadrogen Collider.
Hadrogen,
Yeah.
Lola, no, he's on his main channel, I think. Roasting Chris.
When is he not roasting Chris though? Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's his constant worry, just like he's worried about.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to address something. I will say, despite what anybody may say, that my business with certain people is done. They chose drama over doing the right thing, so I rehandled the situation. No matter what they say, they can come after me as much as they want. It is, what's up, Linda P and Hazel? Who's your best girl? So, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Unless if anybody wants to discuss, you can DM me, or I'll be upfront and honest about things. So anyway, let's get into dunking on nerds.
People, come on in, come on.
So I will say he missed a great opportunity to. He had dunking on nerds in 3RDS. Now I would have done in capital N, capital E, lowercase r, large case D, and dunking on nerds. Kind of do the double meaning there, but I just thought,
yeah,
it'd been funny.
That was creative.
It's all good, Bandit. I got nothing to hide. I've laid all my baggage out there. Just look what Coded does to me because I laid my baggage out there. But it's okay.
Come on in. What's up, Dove?
Okay, I gotta speed this up. Oh, I can't.
I guess Chris Ryder's recycling some old Dummy Kruger, or I'm sorry, not Dummy Kruger, some old.
I transformed this. I cut about 2 hours out of it. So
yeah, there's so much that just doesn't matter.
yeah. Tab, if you're here, I cut your stuff out just because it wasn't. I didn't see it because we started streaming.
Old-timey videos about DUI guy, or I don't even know, something like that. What's up, MC Dillagaff? Good to see you. Yeah, the DUI guy, he's recycling some old nonsense or something. He's so special.
In a little bit. That's coming. Sorry, Scott.
I just started. Most of them were trying to head up in there, which was good. Yeah, so they're getting the hang of it. I just started a live stream on the main channel. You want to come in and say hi? All right. What's up, Just Cuz in the house? Good to see you. I hope you guys don't mind that some of you that I do have your phone numbers. I hope you don't mind that I do contact you or send you the opportunity. I'm not expecting you guys to always be in here, but I just figured, you might actually want, you might actually want to know when I'm going live. What's up, WNN? Good to see you. Great conversation we had. Unfortunately, I only got 10 hours of it on StreamYards, and it's gone.
He's buddying up to
so
Dan now.
10 hours, so I don't even know if our conversation.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah, always works. Has he slept yet? Yeah, he didn't stay on too long. Well, I don't know. So what? 10
I
or
don't know.
11 last night, maybe. So something like that. And he was saying that he was getting pretty exhausted.
Station still even exists. Not exactly sure when we started having it, but man,
Yeah.
I had a really good conversation with you the other day, and I really enjoyed it. Now this isn't.
They were up on stream together, Burns.
Yeah, he had WNN up on his stream the other night.
Mm-hmm.
On that 18-hour stream.
My main. This is I'm going through OBS right now, so I don't really have the ability to have people on unless they're coming in through Discord. But again, I did.
Well, I mean, that would kill you. He I'm sure he napped at some point.
I absolutely did have a wonderful conversation with you. Lost my sound? My sound's gone? I don't think so.
Yeah,
No, it's
Lola.
still good. My sound's still good.
Well, Oshin, he ends this with "I love the Jews." Ends this portion of. Yeah, it's horrendous, Lola.
It's just whatever free use music he can get.
He did get screwed though. Like a year ago, he paid for some music to use, and he got it. I think he got a strike for it.
Oh.
Let's see.
A guitar panel.
It's back. Okay.
That was so bad when
I
he was
muted it
playing
when I was
guitar
talking
on
to my
his
wife.
stream that
What's
one
up,
day.
Mr. Mimsy in the house?
I didn't see that one.
It was so bad.
Mr. Mimsy. How you doing, Mr. Mimsy? I'm going to get a few things set up, and we'll kind of get into it. It's going to be a little bit of a potluck tonight, chat. I do appreciate you hitting that like button on the way in. It really does help out the show. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it quite a bit. I'm just going to get some goals set up here. Would like to get the $10 super chat goal, or the 10 super chats of $5 or more would be amazing. We'll set it for 2 hours, and if we make it by 2 hours, maybe we'll extend it if you guys are having fun. I do want to go grab a nice fat glass of wine though, like a really.
I think
nice
it took
glass.
him an hour to go get the wine.
It's.
I've never liked
start that
wine.
goal. I do appreciate it. Again, it's gonna be a little
It's an
bit
acquired
different because
taste.
I'm on my OBS. But here's the fun thing: on OBS, you guys can have so much fun doing emojis and whatnot. And
I thought I cut all this
I'm gonna go
out.
down to here. All right, so music's going off, and
Thank
we
you,
are going
thank you.
to go to here. All right, let me get my cam up. YouTube.
I like the pause. It looked like she's going to grab her booby.
Yeah.
Then he throws pickles up there.
Yeah. I think it's that thing where people put the emojis in the chat and they show up.
Yeah. Wait, what am I reading here? Liquor is quick.
Who's going? No music. Good.
That's from Willy
Unless
Wonka.
we ever forget.
My mind's dirty though.
That there are plenty of clowns for us to clown upon. Hey, it's just because your sound is good doesn't mean my crappy internet is good, to be fair. Got you. All right. Oh, and Dove with the tomatoes. How dare you? How dare you, Dove? Let me make sure it's all. Yeah, that is all working. Okay, perfect.
Okay, Burns.
Okay.
Later.
How dare you, Dove?
How dare you?
Did you see, I guess the U.S. is going to block her, or Israel's going to block her ship from coming in?
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's up, DP?
Hey, DP.
I don't even think that even works. Clown. Uh-oh.
You
Yeah,
can't see me rolling
G2's
my
gonna be
eyes,
angry.
but I'm
But
always rolling my eyes.
we're gonna start this off with a little bit of light. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do Candace. We're gonna show you some ridiculousness first.
Okay, I'm gonna let him before I make my comment. I do have notes.
We'll do some ridiculousness first. How about that? Y'all ready for this? Oh, hold on. Got to turn the sound on. So I don't know if you all have been paying attention or not, but we'll get to this here in a second. But I don't know if you all have been paying attention or not, but I was recently on this guy named Due Diligence's show, right? We've had decent conversations in the past. Most people were frustrated with him often or didn't get along with him for whatever reason. I always found our conversations to be at least interesting, if not engaging. Didn't really ever have a big problem with the guy. Somebody's there. But apparently he had me pegged for a white nationalist.
Was he wrong?
Pegged you? He pegged you, Todd?
That's how he put it in.
Yeah.
Oh man, he got the white nationalism inserted.
Mm-hmm. With
Absolutely, Chris.
Yes.
Which I thought was a kind of a weird. I thought that was kind of a weird thing to say. That I'm a white nationalist.
Did he ever call Todd a white nationalist though?
I don't remember him calling him one.
Me either. I think he was just like you always say, Todd. Just ask him questions.
Mm-hmm. You ask questions and people reveal themselves.
Yeah.
And how they respond.
That's interesting. And so when he sent me the email, I was a little confused as to why he thought I was a white nationalist. But he sent me the email, and then I did get some screenshots. He was over on G2's channel. Now, if you noticed, I kind of promoted him. Here, let's go to here. If you guys noticed, I kind of promoted this due diligence guy, right? I said, go check him out. I guess he's a good interlocutor. He seems to be good faith, stuff like that. And
That's
I guess
true,
I was wrong, Chad. I guess I was wrong. I guess the guy is just pretty much exactly what I thought he'd be, because white people shouldn't be proud of our country. Well, no, the interesting thing is that I don't consider myself a white nationalist in the terminology in which they use at all. At all. I just don't. But the funny thing is that he thought I was. And there's a big negative connotation to it, according to his understanding of it. And so his query was, is white national?
Oh, in the middle of the screen. To be fair, I have a big fat head too, so.
Is it valid? Is white nationalism valid? And I kept trying to get him to define what his version of mallet.
Wait, has he said that about Farrakhan yet?
Not yet, I don't think.
Okay.
What do you mean by valid? What exactly where's your head at on this?
Most people know the definition of valid.
I'm trying to ascertain what this guy's talking about.
And he's trying to define it.
Hey, Freeman. So with the Farrakhan thing, while I'm thinking of it, I have no love for that man. He's disgusting and vile. I mean, I knew that Dew had him up on his, as far as during his introduction and stuff. But as long as you can have a civil, good faith conversation with somebody, it's not a problem talking to them about definitions. Absolutely, Mrs. Metcalf.
I don't know if Dew ever said that he was a member of
I
the
don't
Nation
either.
of Islam, though, or anything like that.
Not he never made anything. When I was talking about Judaism, he didn't have any kind of reaction.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the heck he's talking about. And then let's define from Webster's, Todd, valid. Having a sound basis in logic or fact. So it follows that white nationalism is not, in fact, valid based on this definition. It is noun advocacy for perceived political interest of the white population within a particular country to the exclusion or detriment of others. Again, we can be proud of our cultures, but there needs to be an American nationalism, Americans representing Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have to do it to the detriment of other countries that may want to do us harm or non-state actors, the Americans take care of it, not the whites, not the black, yada, 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 on down the line. So, sorry, y'all, I made notes. Hopefully it's not offensive, but it's helping my ADHD brain.
It does help.
And he was kind of like real slippery about it.
Slippery.
So I never really got.
He had slides, and you shouldn't need the term validated for you. See what I did there.
Right.
Got a good answer, and he never really defined his term at all. And I guess he became frustrated with me, I suppose.
I remember the time when he and Brick were arguing.
Valid.
They were basically having a debate over the meaning of the word debate.
Yeah.
And it was so ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Long story short, he seemed to have been incredibly bad faith. And it was probably as my wife figured it was. So he just gave me this unsolicited invite via email. And apparently he invited chairman as well. So I don't know if he assumed that chairman of the board was also a not a white supremacist, but a white nationalist. He wanted to paint you as exactly. Yeah. And no matter how based I was, and no matter how reasonable I was, even though some of the things that I said might have sounded a little harsh, they were true. And so the interesting thing for me is
they were true.
You start to wonder what
objectively, subjectively, how were they true? What facts and figures were brought to the table, and that surprised me when Brick was bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
What is this man's purpose? How is he's trying to paint me in a certain way, right? To what end? For what point? So he wanted to.
What's bad, Freeman, is if he took time to be a decent person, he would actually, he has the voice and the speaking talent he could be successful.
Yeah.
That's what's the sad thing. I mean, I guess he could be successful in the hate space as well, but he breaks up with too many people. The network that he could have had he not been the way he is. What's up, Claire?
Absolutely. It's the rage thing.
Mhm.
Anytime somebody disagrees with him, calls him bad faith or, you know, the Whore of Babylon or whatever, and just ruins it.
In a debate, probably if it was moderated properly.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Dick Bag.
Right.
Paint all white people as racist. Yeah. So, I thought he.
Did he seem like he was trying to paint us as racist when he was on the live show?
No. Todd is butthurt because Dew came up on your stream with us that day.
Yeah, and it was a good.
Yeah, a good discussion. And
yeah, and it was.
Now he's bad faith because he did that.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because he was like, I might lose my black card for this. Well, I might lose my black card for this. But I think that white people should be aggressively fighting for that. And now I'm looking at it going, yeah, this dude's like a Soros dude or something. I don't even know.
Yes, Ronnie. Wait, he's a Farrakhan guy, but he's a Soros guy?
That doesn't work.
That means he's just not a guy because that cancels each other out. Jody
Right.
D.
Hey.
Yeah, that's WNN. Ronnie, like Joey. I have hollowed it from Joey. Alluded. that would be no hole control at that point. I don't think Uncle Georgie would like that too much.
Yeah.
How their combined age has to be 2000.
But here's the irony. His whole intro is Louis Farrakhan. Now, Louis Farrakhan is not a big fan of the guys with the small hats, if you know what I mean. If you know, one of one. He's not a big fan of.
I'm one of one, by the way.
Why doesn't he just say Jew?
He won't. And one of one was always my ratings on NCOER, so
yeah,
he's jealous.
Those people, and he's very boisterously has no problem boisterously saying so. So I find it very fascinating that Due Diligence and G2 are forming this kind of interesting alliance now. Well, I think the alliance is, as you probably can guess, chat. I think the purpose of the alliance is because a friend of an enemy of my enemy is my friend. That kind of a mentality, right?
No.
What's up, Stephen St. Germain? Good to see you. So we're gonna get right into it, chat. We're gonna get right into old
no.
So
we're
gonna get right into
it, chat.
I didn't even think about the Farrakhan stuff when I was talking to him. It wasn't necessary because it wasn't about religion, and I don't know that he's a member of the nation or not.
Right. Yeah, it was not the topic, and
it was funny because me and when I was taking the kid home, we saw some Nation of Islam guys handing out their newspapers and their bow ties and stuff, and she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "That's the Nation of Islam raising money."
We're gonna get right into. We're gonna start off while we get a few people in here. I'm not even sure how many we have in here. Yeah, long proven. But he does have some truths that he says, right? But it's funny how he is really against the Jays, but all of a sudden G2 is and due diligence are super buddies. But let me
If you, it's a 3-letter word, Todd.
Yeah.
4-letter word if you use it as a plural.
give you of all the pride of Africa and due diligence saying, well, we never asked for democracy. Democracy was forced upon us. We were doing just fine on our own.
They were. There was no sense of currency. And I researched the Berlin conference a good bit, even before this came out. And I was just amazed at how it was divided up and how callous it was. So, but they in the documentaries I watched and what I read, it was exactly as due diligence said. You know, there was no system of currency. They didn't need it. It was all
Right.
trade, and their value system was different. And hopefully, me and Duke can do
Yeah.
that show.
This is Africa, by the way. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to say, this is Africa after the white man messed it up. That's probably what he's going to say. Let's see.
Misty, because we're talking about doing other shows and together.
Mhm.
Dimos Kratos.
Let's see what his response to this is. But this is from a Black American that moved to Africa. This is from a Black American that moved to Africa.
All right, so this woman right here moved to Africa.
Why?
She's regretting it. Why?
Ah, dang it. I hate this pause button because of where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, long proven. But he does have some truths that he says, right? But it's funny how he is really against the Jays, but all of a sudden G2 is and due diligence are super buddies. But
Again, is he I don't know if he's a Farrakhan follower or not. I would have to verify that. But I still could have conversations with the guy.
Yeah, just because somebody has a quote from someone doesn't mean that they're a follower of them.
Yeah, I mean, Todd, you just called Farrakhan a racist, but he has good ideas. Of course, you said that about little short man too, with a funny mustache.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Misty. Like, it's good to hear differing opinions.
let me give
It's
you
good to
of
have.
all the pride of Africa and due diligence saying, well, we never asked for democracy. Democracy.
It didn't work, Angel. It just
Oh,
went
really?
Screens up.
Oh, if you're on the video, you can just hit spacebar to pause and pause.
Gotcha. I probably messed it up, you know how I am.
It's okay.
Conversation bad, spurred good. Yes, in backwards land, that is the truth. You have to think about the ooze. What about the ahs?
Was forced upon us. We were doing just fine on our own. This is Africa, by the way. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to say, this is Africa after the white man messed it up. That's probably what he's going to.
It absolutely is. 100%.
say. Let's see. Let's see what his response to this is. But this is from.
I'm going to go ahead and speak to this. This is a spoiled American with spoiled American sensibilities moving to somewhere in Africa. I don't know what country.
Yeah.
It just said Africa. So, okay, she didn't move to the continent just as a whole. She moved to a country and a locality within that country, and within that locality, within
Right.
some portion. So is it Nigeria? Is it South Africa? Is it Botswana? Where?
Liberia,
The Congo?
Ivory Coast.
Sudan? Madagascar. I love Madagascar.
A black American that moved to Africa. This is from a black American that moved to Africa.
All right, so this woman right here moved to Africa.
Why?
She's regretting it
Why?
because of the racism. Yeah, listen what she has to.
So, and she's degrading Africa.
Correction taken, Oshin. That mannequin, though. I gotta give me one, Freeman.
Mhm.
What's up, Multi-Bull? No, it can't be Egypt because to Todd, Egypt is not Africa.
Yeah, he was trying to list stuff, all of the northern countries in Africa, and he said Algiers and all kinds of stuff.
It said Algeria,
Yeah.
even though Algiers is a place.
Because of the
Morocco,
racism.
Algeria,
What is-
Libya, Tunisia, Egypt.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
He doesn't think those are Africa.
Sudan,
Yeah, Sudan.
because you have sub-Saharan Sudan, and then you have just Sudan.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Why would this woman be degrading Africa because of the racism going on in
Spoiled.
Africa?
Yeah.
I catch the rains down in Africa.
Now you're gonna
Sorry.
botch Toto.
Just got sideswiped.
You got malligatored.
Mm-hmm. I was standing where he wanted to walk.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh.
Did that? Oh, for the singing.
Yeah. He just botches so many songs.
I'd rather live in a neighborhood full of Klansmen than I move to Africa, a bunch of crazy Negroes. Yeah,
Have these dudes ever traveled?
I don't know.
I'd rather live around a bunch of white rednecks.
I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit robbery.
The bullshit robbery?
I think she said bribery. Yeah.
Graft. Yeah, graft.
Well, wait, what's going on in Africa? Is it hold on. Is it a bunch of white farmers, the Boyers? Are they running around stealing stuff from black people?
The bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams.
The bullshit fraud, the bullshit scam.
The Nigerian princes? Is that what she's talking about?
Yeah. I mean, she could be in Nigeria. She moved to Lagos for a prince and ended up in a shack.
She got one of those emails and she followed it all the way through and ended up living there.
Yeah, context matters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just driving, so won't see comments. All right, Mav, drive safe, drive to arrive alive. And anyone I missed, hello and welcome to the show. This is a video we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do another video, and then we're gonna start opening up a can of G2, sticking a boot up his ass. So he's gonna he's gonna spurg so hard.
There wasn't really anything in here that was. I mean, Dave Portnoy being upset about the fuck the Jews sign was, I mean, I would be upset too.
Yeah. Oh, the Jimbo stuff is pretty bad though too. When he gets into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like rubber and glue thing, right?
Yeah.
I just want to shine a light on it. I do get mad. I can't. Y'all have seen it. I don't know how many people he had watching Misty. Todd escaped far on the kid. Oh my gosh.
Hard for the third video. It's going to drive him crazy. He's going to want to cancel the world.
The bullshit too expensive. The bullshit not having no snacks. The bullshit not having no food. The bullshit electricity. The bullshit hot water.
You need to come up with some more
The
adjectives.
bullshit animals. It's scorpions outside the house. It's big ass
Aw.
spiders. It's big ass lizards. Colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you. Sleeping with you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being.
Now I'm pausing it. I'm pausing it a little bit because of the whole Africa thing playing in the background. It sounds like it's changed up enough, but I am going to pause it a little bit. So she's got this black woman. This black woman has black fatigue.
Why is he saying it like that?
What is it called when people do that? Genuflecting, or I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To hear.
Especially after he accuses people of speaking in Ebonics that he can't understand.
Yeah, and she seems just very, very spoiled.
Yeah.
Right?
She doesn't have her snacks.
Yeah. I mean, where are you? That's the question. I want to know what country and what city in that country. Just maybe I can give some perspective, but I don't know.
For a whole month, I ate nothing but mangoes, plantains, and goat. So,
yeah. Yep. I know exactly that diet.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, the diet consisted a lot of toilet too. So
yeah. Which was just a hole that they dug and put a toilet over.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so used to that, and then having to burn it. So,
yeah.
But I couldn't eat for like 2 weeks. Not much after walking into that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's completely different in Port-au-Prince than in the villages. Like,
in
the villages, it's all bartering and trading things. And,
the tribal system's nice.
They don't have, like, money, really,
Right. And that's what I was saying about Africa Berlin conference, right? There was no system of money. It was trading and bartering and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. Sorry. Dang it. My bad.
How dare you?
The motherland, Africa. What happened? Is not Wakanda? Are you saying it's not Wakanda? Are you sick of it?
Happy.
Y'all taking these white people in America for granted, man. I'm telling you. Nothing has ever been invented within the green area of this continent.
Nothing has ever been invented within the green area of this continent. So
you need to see some facts and figures on that. I don't know if it's true or if it's not, but a lot of things get invented all over the world, and I'm sure fishing techniques, they had to have, because when they didn't have contact with the outside world, they still had boats, they still fished, they still built their mud huts. That's their no, not at all. Especially in the rainy season, it's wet.
basically, as I said before, the people that they like to claim as Africans, that's the top part that's not green. That's like Egypt, Algiers. I mean, not Algiers, but Egypt and probably Morocco. I don't even know. I'd have to look at it. I'm not a geography master. G2 is though. He's been all over Africa, and he thinks it's so beautiful. I think he was all over Africa when he was calling in airstrikes and stuff.
Nope.
And advising.
Let's see: Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, West Sahara, and Sudan. So you almost had them all. I always forget about Mauritania too.
Yeah.
So in Niger, everybody kind of wants to lump in with Nigeria, and they don't realize that that's its own kingdom. Jelly roll. Sorry, chat. I haven't been paying much attention. NP. He almost has hypocrisy down. Sounds like Todd doesn't research anything. He can only opine on slender parts of things he's overheard. True. And I mean, to be fair, I had to look some things up for this. So. Hey, Cody, how you doing? No, Cody, that's you have absolutely no idea. There's people around that can speak for exactly how much I actually did. And it wasn't just calling in airstrike. What's up, Mod Father?
Advising the president of the United States of America as an E5. Well,
I was in E6 when I was doing it, actually, but I was flown to DC and when I did it. So thank you.
Oh, no, that was Josh Girardi's claim that he did make that most people heard. Right? But then he denies that he did it. But he was drunk and crashing out like usual.
To defend Josh, he said he was there as part of a briefing team. What's up, John? And did his little part on a like a truck side briefing. I think that was the claim.
There it is.
Absolutely nothing ever, not even writing. Zero. What invention ever came out of Africa? I'm sure they've invented something. What, crime?
You want to be off grid?
Man, that's
off grid.
What are they?
Pretty messed up.
Yeah. There's so many inventions that came out of Africa.
Well, he's saying nothing came out of sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah.
So it's just content, coded. It's just content. Just like you doing 5 hours and 45 or 54 minutes on me. Obsessed with my arms and my penis, my sex life, my kid. Very interesting. You know,
Yeah.
she's a minor, right?
Crime. Those are 2 black men and a black woman. Speaking truthfully. There we go.
Speaking truthfully. Sure, Cody, sure. Talked about my kid, though, didn't he? It's okay.
If you say to me you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the truth.
Beliefs.
It's not my belief. A woman cannot
Oh,
be.
yeah, okay. So I was right. Algeria,
But I'm saying
Egypt.
your
Now Libya is
perception
kind
of the
of
world
Morocco. Okay,
is
I was right
different
with
from
three,
someone
two.
else's perspective. 'Cause just as
Tunisia and Western
emphatic as
Sahara.
you are, that you believe what you just said. There's someone
All right.
that
Hold on, I got to start this over. I was talking over it, so I was right with a few of them. Hey, maybe I'm not as goofy as I thought I was.
If
Huh?
you say to me you should respect people, I always
I know you touch yourself when you watch it, Coded. It's okay.
respect people. I would disrespect
He
you if I
loves
lied to
watching
you.
you handle
I'm
your
not going to
gun.
call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the truth.
beliefs.
It's not
What's
my
up,
belief.
Todd?
A woman cannot be a man. A man cannot be a woman. It's not a
Again,
belief.
Thank
but
you
I'm
for
saying
evidence,
in
Todd.
your
Again.
perception of the world
Again.
is different from someone else's perspective. Because just as emphatic.
So this is interesting. Now, WNN, brother, this guy sounds an awful lot like you. Shadow, I took you out already, buddy. You're going to have to go lay down. Okay? Just stop.
Why don't you take your dog out until it's tired, Todd, instead of streaming swallowing
Instead of
doodle
putting it
shit
on a
all the time.
retractable leash and
Little Greggy is far from broke, sir. Thank you.
This guy sounds an awful like different people have different perspectives, right? Remember we had that conversation and you started talking about perspectives. I showed the lioness holding the cub in the mouth. From one angle, looks like it was swallowing its head. The other angle looks like it was carrying it to safety. What's up, Karma Silver? You're not that late.
As you are, that you believe what you just said. There's someone that believes emphatically the opposite.
Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea that
Let me define something for you, Todd. I have to go further on in my notes for the Supreme Court's definition of what you think is your free speech. Fuck the Jews, burning Jews, or using coded language that is intended to incite or provoke a violent reaction from the listener is not considered free speech. Also, I'm not the government. That's what I had in store for you. I'm not seething, Todd. You're the only person that sees. What's the adorable thing. You out yourself so much. All right, let's continue on.
everything can be subjective.
And Portnoy has a point, by the way. That wasn't free speech either.
And there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why.
What's up, Teresa?
But that's why it's either yes or a no.
No, because
So
we're either talking about feelings or facts.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay.
Okay.
A person that is born a man, okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so there is such thing as an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because
Because so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. So they can live in reality. And not the one,
But
not,
what
not the fantasy land that they're creating for their lives.
But what if someone believes that is a better life for them?
Look, nobody has a bigger boner for anyone than you two do for me. I've never seen two men think more about another man than you two think about me. It's funny, flattering. Y'all can think about me. Y'all's choice. Already addressed it. I don't know what his stances are on Farrakhan. I know he has them in his introduction. He can do that. But two people with different beliefs can have a civil and good faith discussion without being well, like you.
But if you
Yeah.
wouldn't
Okay, well, let's
need
play
one
your way
because
then.
he has a
Let's
penis.
do it the other way.
So fun.
Like, what the?
Until recently, it was really not. And my dog videos still gain most of my views. So what? Keep it up, buddy. Mask off, bud.
There are.
Okay, now listen. So now listen to how she's about to. Okay, you want to play the game? Let's get real. Let's play the game. You want to sit there, kvetch and complain, and you want to like sit there and try to equivocate and make exceptions and caveats. All right, let's play it your way.
A group of people who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted
What?
people.
Oh,
There we go.
Can't go
Well,
there.
hey, but that
Oh, you can't go there. Why can't? Wait, hold on. Why?
That's disgusting. That's what that is. Oh, what's up, number 2? That's Billy. How you doing?
Why can't? Oh no, you can't go there because it's gonna destroy your argument, you muppet.
that's what they believe. They believe that they are
It
in
is
love
the
and
same argument
want
on
to
people.
have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast? Don't you understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is. The slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are.
So I just talked about that with WNN last night when I talked about. No. I said it on Due Diligence channel. I said there's definitely a slope, and every now and then they throw some grease on it, so it can be really, really, really dangerous. Why should we have to pander to delusions to appease the feelings of the deluded? Yeah, I don't think you should. Ha! Steam gave away Borderlands 2. Just download. You're me, really? I'm gonna have to check it out. That sounds good. I've never played Borderlands, but I heard good things about it. Don't let me forget about that, Karma. I'll remind me to download it.
Living the slippery slope.
Mm.
So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell people, I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
two
I'm not
different.
your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult.
But see,
this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet. You cannot feel compassion for lies. What they're doing now is they're wielding compassion as a sword to pass through everything that they want done. And like I said, you were going to blink, and compassion is going to end up with minor attracted people. Compassion is going to mean we can no longer call them pedophiles. That is what is going to happen. It is what is happening.
Can't let
Can
that.
you guys hear this okay, guys?
We are barreling toward that.
Sounds like it's a little low.
We are barreling toward that. It's
That again, that I think that would be something that would incite violence.
Yeah.
Allowing that to happen. Yeah. So therefore, it wouldn't be protected speech. I think that could win courts.
so obvious because people they would rather tell a lie than risk offending someone. If you say to me, you should.
So what do y'all think of that, chat? What do y'all think of that statement right there? Everything you see is for entertainment and comedic purposes only. Do not direct any negative attention towards the creators I react to. Thanks. Okay. So the intent, so he's basically saying, and this is made by Jim Bob, he's telling you, don't go hating these people. Don't direct any negative attention towards these people. We're gonna talk about them for a little bit. Okay. You think it's 3x3? Okay. Yep. Me either. Never played it, But actually,
True.
I gotta share this. I haven't seen Killa, man. I hope Killa's all right. He's probably spending time with his wee one there. But just in case, he says he misses my my alerts all the time. I haven't seen him in like 2 days. Mike says they are going to end up putting
Yes, Lola.
pedophile after. Yep. Yeah. Well, no, it already map is already in there, Mike. And you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and shield people from the reality of it. I'm not trying to TOS myself, but we need to
It's not
stop
part of that. No.
engaging these people in their.
It's not.
No.
No.
No, nobody thinks that Map is minor attracted person. Nobody thinks that that's valid
Or okay.
or okay.
Except people trying to make excuses for it. Which,
Right.
I mean, that just kind of puts a spotlight on them, right?
17-year-olds are minors too. So
True. Not adults. Even could be of consenting age, but if you have to start the conversation with that, you've already lost the momentum.
especially if you knew about it and had to wait until a certain age, then it's even creepier.
Creators, like, oh yeah, some definite typos. What the hell are you talking about, Cody? Haha. I was married at 19. You dummy. To I don't owe you an explanation to anything.
Or is that a sign?
So an upsetting show of anti-Semitism. Now, Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy is doing something about the vulgar slur.
I can't believe he has the name Oi in his name. Is that some sort of a joke?
Starts out rude.
At his
No, she was 19. Try again.
Philadelphia bar. Watch.
My initial reaction was like,
my initial reaction, I'm so mad at the sign.
This is why I want to invent.
I gotta get with Jim Bob. We got to do a skit together. He can be the male Jewish guy, and I can be the female Jewish.
There, Todd, buddy, you just said it. Said the quiet part out loud. You want to be the woman. I mean, we already know you are.
I could be the old Jewish lady, the one that guilts all the men into everything. Like, why haven't you called me, Josh? You're not going to call your mom? Your mother loves you. What?
Jim Bob said he would rather stream with me than you.
Why don't you call me? I carried you in my belly for 9 months. Don't you love me no more, Josh?
Already playing out the role there, Todd. Very strange.
Don't you?
The Curls app, where anybody talking, it just adds the dangly curls. You know, if they're mad,
Based.
They don't know the curls are on them. They're swinging about.
Based.
Not this one. He had to cash out a couple days. He had a crash out. Oh, okay, yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Burn these people to the ground, their families, everything.
So this angry Jewish man.
I mean, to be fair, seeing something like that does stir up some feelings, right? And they're going to go into, oh, you can't, blah, blah, blah. Jews were firebombed just the other day. It's not something that's stopping.
Yeah.
Named David, Barstool Sports, Portnoy or whatever his name is, Lord Portnoy. This angry Jewish man doesn't like your free speech. This angry Jewish man wants to emulate these people to the ground for having a sign that said F the Jews. He wants to destroy them and go after their family. If you want to talk about hubris.
I don't advocate going after families, but I mean, that's also his free speech, right? If you want to defend it in that manner, because one is eliciting or inciting a violent reaction. Just a question.
Okay, yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Burn these people to the ground, their families, everything. And
their families, everything. I just want to what are you going to do? Call them white supremacists?
Now, Jim Bob did take it a little out of context. He said that was my initial thought, this is what I wanted to do. Then he goes on to take it. He wanted to do a teaching.
What are you going to do? You're going to call them, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, David? Exactly. How are you going to burn them to the ground, their families and everything? It's interesting because, I thought the sins of the father is not supposed to be visited on the son, but I think a certain people back in the day said, guess what? I'll have that blood on my hands and my children's hands and my children's hands. But I think,
wait.
I think, I thought the sins of the father is not supposed to be visited on the son, but I think a certain people back in the day said, guess what? I'll have that blood on my hands and my children's hands and my children's children.
For idolatry, only for idolatry. The sins won't be revisited on anybody for anything other than for idolatry. That's Exodus 20. Exodus 25. Not 25, but 20, verse 5. And it was right before the Ten Commandments were given. And let's see. I will pull that up.
I forgot about my membership milestone thing, so I just used it.
Oh. Thank you, Angel Game, for 1 month.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike D, for 1 month.
Let's see. Thank you, Mike D.
I don't have hate for GS. I don't really hate anyone. It's more correcting information and
I come
pointing
with
out
facts.
behaviors. Yeah.
Now, Lola, thank you.
Hell yeah.
This isn't going to be a dark screen because it's just not. But so prepare your eyes. There is a misquote in here. There's a mistranslation in here from zealous to jealous, but we'll get there. So
Go ahead.
Oh, and not the attack. Okay, all right. Number 2, you were just the one in there the other day saying that he. Thank you, Mutt. Apologies if I was wrong.
John
Thank you
Waltman
much.
received the gift membership.
All right. Welcome, John.
Oh, Bandit just got the second one.
Bandit, I didn't even know you got memberships. Well, welcome, Bandit. Okay, so this is Exodus 20. I'm going to read it in full context from verse 1.
Yeah.
God spoke all these words to respond. I am the Lord your God, who took you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall not have the gods of others in my presence. You shall not make yourself a graven image or any likeness which is in the heavens above, which is on the earth below, or in the water beneath the earth. You shall neither prostrate yourselves before them, nor worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, who visits the iniquity of the fathers upon the sons, upon the third and fourth generation, and those who hate me. And I perform loving kindness to thousands of generations to those who love me and keep my commandments. And then he starts listing off the commandments. So I just wanted to, that's where the second and third and fourth generations come from.
I was just going to say the word prostrate. My grandpa used to always confuse prostate and prostrate.
Prostrate.
He'd say he was going to go get his prostrate checked.
Oh, man. Oops. Wrong one.
Yes. But I think
let's see. Did we get this last one of Muxer?
Yeah.
He gave 3. No, he gave 3.
Oh, did he give 3?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
Muxer.
Angel Rivera got the third one.
Oh, welcome, Angel.
Yeah.
Good to see you in green.
I think G2 calls that blood libel, and that I guess by now this isn't my main.
Ah, dang it! I don't call it blood libel. Blood libel is
David, exactly. How are you going to burn them to the ground, their families and everything? Calling it blood libel, I guess that in and of itself.
That comes from anti-Semitism. Is talking about blood libels.
Makes it anti-Semitic or something, which is weird because Semitic is a region in the world in which at least 3 ancient languages were spoken, to include Arabic, Aramaic, and ancient Hebrew. And they spoke, well, I think there was a Coptic Greek, or Coptic language, right? So there's like at least 4 ancient languages that were spoken in that area. So how is anyone?
Todd, you're right to a certain extent as far as the race goes. Anti-Semitism, however, is something altogether different, and I will bring that up. This is from Britannica. These are all linked in the description already, by the way. I got Zoom. Let's try that. So, anti-Semitism, hostility toward or discrimination against Jews as a religious or racial group. It wasn't us who racialized Judaism. It was others. The term anti-Semitism was coined in 1879 by German agitator Wilhelm Marr to designate the anti-Jewish campaigns underway in Central Europe at the time. Nazi anti-Semitism, which culminated in the Holocaust, had a racist dimension that it targeted the Jews because of their supposed biological characteristics. I'll leave it at that. It started in 1879 with Wilhelm Marr to target specifically the Jews. Questions? Clarity? And this scientific racism right here,
Mm-hmm.
I want to point out that phrenology was one of the scientific racism sciences, if you will, pseudosciences. Yeah.
For ancient languages. I mean, it's such a weird flex, but here we go. I'm just trying to show you just how disgusted this hubris-filled, more important than you, more important than me. Just shut up and go over there, eat your goy slop. Don't even look the wrong way in his direction, or His Majesty will smite you.
And it's like,
No. I think it's the right path for me. And actually, October 11th would be the day for that, correct?
Yes. That's National Coming Out Day.
you know what? Maybe that's not the best course of action. Maybe I can use this as a teaching moment.
Like, first off, who the fuck are you to teach another man who lives in America, Dave? Who are you exactly to teach another man what sounds he can and can't make with his mouth hole? Who died and left you the grand poobah of it? What is?
I mean, I don't know. I don't say he can't say that he should have a teaching moment for somebody who says something so vile.
What are you doing, bro?
I'm sending these kids to Auschwitz. They've agreed to go.
Oh my gosh. This is why these signs exist, David Portnoy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about your re-education camps.
Seems Jim Bob and Todd have a hard time distinguishing what the government is and private business enterprise and private citizens are.
Yes.
I mean, pretty hard-headed.
How many times you really think for the rest of humanity you're going to have these summer camps where you can go walk through what happened, right?
I mean, we walked through what happened in gladiatorial Rome still, right? Greece. We can go to the hot gates. So, yeah, I guess for thousands of years, Jim Bob.
Well, we're going to show them. You know, it's like those shows where they send teenagers to jail and they yell at them. Someone should redo that. You know? You want to be a tough man? Look at where this Jew is burned. Well, that's not really the same threat as like the
Don't they pilgrimage to the sepulcher and the Mount and Golgotha hill? Still, I mean, it's thousands of years.
Yeah.
You know, Masada.
where you bring teens to jail because it's actually a threat that you're going to go to jail. Like, you're showing them, the teenagers, you want this to be your life, son? Keep up your shit, son. You'll end up in a jail cell like these animals. And they're all, I promise I'll sign back up for the Cub Scouts. But
that, I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean,
bringing people to a Wally world for Jews.
Yeah, toasted
really
bagels.
gross.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they start talking about this while this is going on, talking about Auschwitz.
Right.
I'll hit spread cream cheese, hint of spread cream cheese or butter and jam. No force feeding here. Yep, one of my favorite things. I love Works bagels with butter, and then I put cream cheese on them too. Morning Miss says, "Hey Billy, yeah, I love my bagels. I put my bagels at, like, well, now listen, guys, like for real. I'm thinking about starting a cooking series, 109 ways to prepare bagels."
If anybody doesn't understand, bagel is a pejorative for Jews, and 109 is the number of countries that Jews have been exiled from. And he's firmly aware of this fact.
I'm going to start it. I'm going to start a new cooking series, 109 ways to prepare bagels. It's going to be delicious, dude. I'm even going to do a version of Eggs Benedict, but it's instead of on an English.
Is there a
muffin,
significance
on
to
a
the number
bagel.
109 too?
Love bagels.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the number of countries that Jews have been exiled from.
Oh. Wow.
Bagel bites. I'm going to do it where you can dip little chunks of toasted bagels into wonderful, like kind of like a queso cheese. Oh, it's going to be so good, guys. It's going to be like fondue for two. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing. Amazing.
Are you guys understanding why I have to delete my live streams after now? You bring them and there's no threat. I mean, if you were to make a comparison to the jail scenario, you'd actually be saying, do you want this for yourself? Huh? Like, what are you showing them? At least make the full step and threaten to put them in ovens. Don't go halfway.
MC.
This is gross.
And they're going to do a tour.
Catherine MC says, Jim Bob has issues. Why don't you share your life story? Typical woman. Typical woman statement.
Of the concentration camps in Germany.
Is this guy married? Well, I mean, Todd's married. Never mind.
And hopefully learn something.
Well, that's it? You're so lazy, dude.
So this is who Todd parrots now, is this guy.
Yeah, I noticed that it's a parroting. I never had the patience to watch this guy at all. So.
No. I think I've seen him on some debates before, but never watched any of his content. Yeah, he is gross, Lola.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you should take if you want to really win them over,
you offer them a high-paying job. That's what you do. You don't send them to Wally World Camp to look at the rides.
Yeah.
The death.
Yeah, I have that too. Everything bagel. Sometimes I'll put it on my when I make the bread. I'll do that. Freaking love them. Bagels.
He's calling it
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
It's called Bagel Works in
Wally
Manchester,
World?
Vermont.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He's playing the guitar for him and singing for him.
Mrs. Metcalf, he does look like him. He does look like uh, Peter Dinklage a little bit.
Oh. It does. Now I can't unsee it.
Mrs. Metcalf said he's an angry elf.
Oh my goodness.
Vermont. I don't know if it's probably still operating. There's at least 109 ways to prepare a bagel. Yep. It's been done 109 times.
Rides.
Disgusting.
Yes.
This is a roller coaster. Goes right into the oven. No, you do the opposite. You manipulate them with money. You make them rich.
And Dave Portnoy joined.
You say, "Oh, you want to go against us? Well, now you work for us. You can't turn down $1 million. Oh, we're gonna hire you to make signs. I really like your design. Just gonna change the content a little. Da-da-da-da-da.
Joins us now. Thank you so much for being on the show. Can you take us back to the moment when you first...
Take us back to the moment you saw words on something at a pizza place.
Yeah, just understand that there were words written down. Like, understand that there were words written down, right? I remember they put pamphlets out somewhere in, like, I think in Louisiana or Texas. I don't even know where it was. But the pamphlets were at a college university, and I'm guessing it might have been done by a particular group that we're talking about. Mist, would you remind GS that Borderlands 2 is free to...
He's guessing. I don't have facts. I don't have any articles or anything like that. I'm guessing it was the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I said it makes me think. You can use Jew. You can say, "Hey, I'm a Jew," or "Hey, are you a Jew?" Hey, that guy's a Jew. But if you say, "Ooh, you're a Jew," the connotation changes, right?
Right.
In the same way with, "Oh, you're a bagel." What facts do?
And then if we call him out for this absolutely disgusting things that he's saying, we're just subversives and bad faith and stuff.
Communists and
needs
to leave his country because he's a real veteran.
Download tonight. I think he said something about ending in the 8th. Ending in the 8th. What?
Yes, you can only get the free game until the 8th.
So
that's what he's talking about right now.
Take us back to... And the fact that it was at a pizza joint where there's ovens in the back makes it even more intense. Now, I've seen terrible signs, and I've seen them in all sorts of places. But the fact that this sign existed in a place of business that actually had ovens in the back...
it ends on the 8th. Oh, okay. I better get on it then.
The better deal, Todd, is Borderlands.
Your reaction was how you felt.
It's only $2.
How I felt? You want to know how
I was furious. I got inundated with just everybody. I mean, Philadelphia is definitely a big barstool city. We've done a lot there, so just everybody.
It's just so stupid. Like, look at all the tagging on walls. Like,
I will address this. And look what happened to the people that persecuted them, coded. They didn't turn out so well, did they? There's always a payment for sin.
Like, we're at the point now where it's like you will find something like this and you just elevate it to like some national status. This is the downside of
it is
communication technology where it's at now. You can just elevate anything. I mean, you guys remember growing up when we had actually wooden desks in high school and you see like something written on the desk, or go to a bathroom. The kind of shit that you'll still see on a bathroom wall today. Like, nobody takes a picture of that and goes, "Can you believe it?"
Because our sin had a consequence, but the sin of the people who enslaved or went to war with them also had a consequence. You're dumb, Robert. Sin has consequence. Whether it be the Jews' sin or the people who sinning against the Jews. Whether they were sent by God, their choices to do it had to the consequence.
But they do it in these moments like this. Like, this is why the PSYOP sniffers, the truthers, they aren't entirely wrong when they see this stuff because it gets elevated. They just elevate it. It's like, who cares? Someone made a stupid sign.
All right, I think it's downloading.
Oh, are you guys really afraid? You're gonna, are you actually afraid?
Yes, we gotta do something about it. This is a pizza place.
He saw it made the rounds.
It was Dave's pizza place.
Social media, and I was, my blood was boiling. I was just,
look, dude, you run a pizza joint. If you want to constantly remind people of the atrocities
Thanks, Karma.
This
of the
is
past,
gross.
You should model the pizza ovens like the other ovens, just a constant reminder.
Yep, nothing wrong with it.
Like, look, if you were considering forget.
Nothing wrong with it, says Todd.
Yep.
Did I not just say that the Jews were responsible for their own destruction in those times? Am I taking crazy pills? I thought I could have swore that. That everybody's responsible for their own shit.
Right, exactly.
And they pay for it accordingly.
The past, we're going to remind you.
absolutely incensed.
Okay, and so you went through a range of ideas for how you wanted to handle it.
I don't even understand what the sign is. Like, can someone tell me what this is? Is it one of those, like, handmade marquee signs? Did someone bring it in? Is there a sign at... Is this like Chuck E. Cheese for adults? Like, is there a sign at the venue that people can put their own... It looks like those types of letters in marquee. I've never been to one of these, by the way. So, is that how it works? Is that what's happening here?
Tell us what you started with and what you ended up with.
It's just outrage, like currency.
Yeah, I mean, the first knee-jerk reaction was like just to
just fight for grandma. Just punch them.
Punish them and kind of ruin their lives.
Ruin their lives. Fire them. Destroy them.
Whoever was involved in this as much as possible and make them regret it, and, you know, consequences for their actions. And the people at the bar, make sure anybody who allowed this or was a part of it to be fired.
Yeah, that's how we think about. Isn't it funny that he's so upset about this? He's so upset about.
We'll just agree to disagree on that, Cody. And when he comes, the nations will cleave to the shirt of the Jew and say, "Take us with you," right?
3 words on a sign. But he's not upset about, I don't know, the effects of and the people who run those businesses. You know what I mean? Like let's switch it for a second. If there's a bunch of well-meaning people who want to fight degeneracy in culture, and they say, well, you have that sign and you don't like that sign, but you guys run literally the industry of Satan's iconography. We don't like.
Yeah. So basically, what he's talking about is you can trace a lot of these Bergs and Steens back to the corn industry. I can't stand him either. He's a POS, man. So you can You can trace them back to the corn industry. All the women, young ladies that are being taken for granted, all the minds of the young men that are.
I'm not exactly sure. You said a lot of, maybe a few, a couple, sure, that use their talents for something other than being a light to the world. Sure. Yeah. There's bad people everywhere.
Are being poisoned and destroyed. All of us are affected and constantly onslaughted by, getting your squirts on. Sex sells.
I guess he's given up on his desire for e-girls.
It's these freaking degenerates that keep shoving it down everyone's throats. I think a little less of that would be good in the world.
That sign. So he's like,
Oi! There's 3 words that occurred at the pizza place. I want to ruin their lives.
and yet it's wrong for other people to say, you know what, the owner of this company, the owner of OnlyFans, the owner of these disgusting manufacturing companies that manufacture sin and disgustingness, ruining men, their minds, ruining women's lives. And if we said we want to ruin their lives because of it, he's like, no, that's not the right way. Like the comparison, this is why there's such a false, there's like this false dialectic where they isolate on singular state.
You love it how people come in and they're not even like engaging in the conversation. They aren't even engaging in the content. They just start attacking people. It's hilarious.
But they don't.
I think in some circles those people are called retards. I think they're retards.
They don't isolate on the general collective disgust. David Portnoy is probably not upset with the fact that 10% of all young women between 20 and 35 or something like that, or it might be even younger, have an OnlyFans.
What up, Killer?
That's not a problem. That's not a sign to be upset with.
Yeah, that's a good question. So Killa has a question, and that is, do scammers really help people or just themselves? Oh, he must be talking to somebody here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They still were. And then when I thought about more...
Bagel's getting mad.
It's like, what is that going to do? There's just so much hate right now in the world, especially anti-Semitism. Oh. I spoke with the Crafts, and I know that they have a big anti-Semitism organization and try to stop hate. We kind of brainstormed.
You can't stop hate, you retard. You're talking about an emotional attitude. You're going to stop an emotional attitude?
And we came up with the concept.
Dude, if you want to sue me so bad, just stop fucking around and just fucking be about it, you little cunt. Stop fucking running your little cunty fucking mouth, you little piece of shit. I'm wipe my ass with your fucking cease and desist. How about that, you little fucking pussy?
Of sending them.
Sounds like such a good Christian.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There was something I was going to bring. Oh, the discovery thing. So it's for information and evidence relevant to the case. 5 forms: depositions, interrogatories, requests for production, physical and mental exams, all of which have to be approved for by the judge. You're not going to get all this information. It would just be for whatever the case would be.
To Poland, to the concentration camps, they put me.
Oh, wow. Send them to.
You literally sound dog shit stupid, man. You really do, man. You really do.
You have been weighed. You have been measured.
This is such a good movie, but it pisses me off that he uses the clips.
Yeah.
Have been found wanting. Welcome to the new world. God save you, if it is right that he should do so.
That blacksmith was adorable.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk is
Yeah,
such
actually,
a good actor, too.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that cast was freaking amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a good fonging. It's still such a good movie. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's just one of those. And the soundtrack too.
yeah, with Queen and
Yeah.
it's so good.
I'll email him, Mrs. Maycow.
Freeman Press. No, bro, that's your wife doing the greatest hits. I'm sorry, no, you're probably not married. But that's Six Oaks needs you to pay his rent again, Tav. $68K a year for what? What exactly? What exactly are you paying $68K a year for?
The concentration camps. There you go. You figured it out. Honestly, that could backfire pretty bad. You know what I mean? If you send these guys to the concentration camps, what if their eyes light up with inspiration?
That's not fun.
Be in touch with people.
DM you the recent crash out.
Was that Todd's eyes lighting
Is
up
it on
with
here?
inspiration?
4.3. Yeah, we don't need his story.
His little giggle.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that, I'm getting mad at them. They're like, "How this is the worst solution ever? You're sending them on a paid vacation, like you said, like they're going to the Bahamas. This is not. This is going to be a teaching moment, and I don't know anybody who would love to do a no frills trip to Poland to have what should really be a saddening and disheartening."
Dude, your emotional manipulation doesn't work on everybody.
Teaching moment. And if that doesn't get through to these kids, guess what? Nothing will. And who cares if you ruin your life, because they're just going to be jerks and do it again. But to me, this was the best option.
Oh, they're just big meanies and jerks, chat. Oh, they're just big meanies and jerks. Oh, they said mean words that hurted my feelings. But meanwhile, you're saying a lot of nasty. Oh, that's not a good look there. That's not a good freeze there, Jim Bob.
Yeah, that's pretty good freeze face.
He probably is stroking because good old Davey, wavy Davey. Look at him. He's just so puffed up with like, I'm so angry.
In no way do I think this is some win for them, like they're going to Ibiza or something, going to be clubbing. No, they're going on a very strict.
Yeah, Killa. Borderlands 2 is free. I'm downloading it right now. I think I am anyway. I'll have to check. Trying not to crash my stream.
Regiment tailored visit to one of the worst atrocities of mankind. So, there is no great solution.
Just copy.
But I put my head together with some other.
There's no great solution.
I consider smart people, and this is what we.
Yeah, that's awkward phrasing. There's no great solution.
Came up with.
That's what you came up with.
But yeah, way to try to
it
denounce
is free on stream.
When you say it that way, Todd. Somebody saying it needs to be a great solution instead of the final one. I mean, even if when you have the mask on, it's when you do stuff like that, it's so surface level you can still see the outlines.
Stream until the 8th. Thanks to Karma checking that out. Good looking out, Karma. We're gonna play a little bit of that at some point in time. So we're gonna download that. I mean, there's no good solution.
We appreciate you.
There it is. There's full mask on.
Wow.
Coming on the
Sent it on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, I saw a way more loud breakdown, so I assume that's the one you're sending me here. What? Cryptocurrency? Not that. Can't be that. Where?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Coomer? Oh, here it is. Gotcha.
Do nothing. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because like.
Oh, yeah, this is where this is it, huh? Okay, where is it? Is that a?
Thank you, Mugster. I'll get right on that.
Is that a link, or is that on Twitter itself? Colin Rugg. Let's look it up.
I did go
Oh,
download
should we
it
just
after
go to
Todd
his-
said it was
there
free.
it is. Okay. All right, let's do this. All right.
How dare you, GS? How dare you express your First Amendment right? I get to ask you again, and then
Express. You don't express it, you exercise it. But again, it's the beautiful thing about it, right? You can express yours as well.
I'll ask you again. I'll ask you again. Then I ask you again. Then I'll ask you again.
Okay, nothing. Then. Nothing. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because like Dave, that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question. Not mine.
Answer it.
Answer it.
Deaths?
Yeah.
Answer it. Do what I tell you to do. Goy. Eat your goy slop and follow my orders. I run things around here.
Yeah.
I don't.
I get so sick and tired of Jews pretending to be Italians. It's so fucking sickening to me.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. What was...
How Jews pretend to be Italian?
Things around here.
I don't.
I get so sick and tired of Jews pretending to be Italians. It's so fucking sickening to me.
I don't have a.
All right, let's do this.
You again, and then I'll ask you again. I'll ask you again. Then I ask you again. Then I'll ask you again.
Okay, nothing. Then. Nothing. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because like Dave, that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question. Not mine.
Answer it.
Answer it.
Deaths?
Yeah.
Answer it. Do what I tell you to do. Goy. Eat your goy slop and follow my orders. I run things around here.
Yeah.
I don't.
I get so sick and tired of Jews pretending to be Italians. It's so fucking sickening to me.
So, being bossy assholes is...
I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean...
Mussolini put people on trains too, Todd.
Yeah. I don't. That's kind of throwing me for a loop there.
I don't have a good. I don't have an answer.
Like how in America, American
what's your
citizens.
answer? What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Okay, we're there.
Now.
So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or
whatever, dude. Comedians literally say that. Jewish people literally say it. Jewish comedians. Portnoy.
Portnoy.
No, here's the thing. I'm
parroting.
with you 1,000% on that. You should have fucking kicked those people out. Of course.
It's not cute.
Of course.
Now, here's the thing is, I think Sam Hyde is pretty tight with this guy. I bet you Sam Hyde is just sitting going, oh man, if I wasn't close with Portnoy, boy, would I do an F the Jews skit. I think he still might, honestly.
Didn't Sam hi, did you? I don't like him.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about. You want to go to jail?
I mean, could there be a better?
Uh-oh. A drunken stream can be fun. Yeah, I gotta go get some wine, chat. Let's go get some wine. How about some wine? Let's get some wine. What, are you waiting outside my house? You fat fuck. You traveling?
That's rich coming from Todd.
Yeah. Well, let's get some wine.
You can get you a Chardonnay, a Shiraz.
He can whine and whine.
How tall was Mussolini?
Hey, what's up, Hefe?
He does some funny stuff, but he did something that pissed me off one time. But I guess we got to fight now, though. We differ on something, so it's over, Jeff Bros.
Traveling there, tough guy? Yeah, you traveling? Yeah, you feeling froggy? You feeling like you're ready to give up on things? Yeah, you feeling like you're ready to you ready to call in, throw in the towel, buddy? Huh? Are you? What do they call them? What do they call it? They call them sadomasochists. People that just they have to have pain, right? They have to have pain, right, chat? They can't live without pain.
Well,
That's
the sadist part, right? The sadist part is cause, right?
Yes. And masochism means that you enjoy pain.
You're right, Cody. I do. They are. I'll admit it. I have size 9 feet and I buy size 11 flip flops because I like the way they fit. Break up so you can tell each other how in love you are later. Oh, you know what tiny feet means, Coded? Tiny shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, muck.
Definitely fun. I think I have some clips saved somewhere of the lampshade night. Oh yeah, I'm guarantee you there's clips out there. Dude, I was freaking lit that night. You have a bottle? All right, well, let's get into it. I'm gonna get this glass of wine.
Obsessed over
wine
my
here.
avatar's
I see what you did
titties.
there. Congratulations. That's very punny. That is so punny.
Ugh.
I think that stream happened while you were
blocked
still
me.
gone.
Or Let's. Sorry you blocked me. She's
really?
actually sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of your
Millie
trips,
Vanilla? You mean Millie Vanilli? I think it's Millie Vanilli, isn't it? Yeah.
He's making a joke
That
about
was a
Killamilla's
mukbang.
name.
Oh, you want the mukbang?
Dummy.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that here for a second. All right,
Oh,
guys.
where?
I'll be right back. I gotta go fill up my wine. Get some wine and cheese. But don't forget the super chats. Grift their karma. I do appreciate it. And let's go. Let's get some cheesy puffs.
Here it comes. Packed full of ingredients, Cheesy Poops can really give you that quick pick-me-up. So remember...
I suck at fighting. Hello?
Hello?
I don't know. It's counting and not playing here.
He would probably lose.
Oh yeah, he went to get his
Then
Chardonnay.
Oh. He's breaking into Brandy's wine stash.
Yeah, wine box.
He would
Yeah.
probably lose friendship, but
Like, what do you want? Like,
would it be worth the 3?
It's funny, Bandit, how you were being decent, and then Cody comes in, and then you have to jump on the bandwagon. But do you? I know that's you. That shouldn't be surprised.
Minutes of giggling? I think so.
those guys,
You
those
are
guys,
defending this guy Mick for
I'm
what
not-
he said right after.
He does have little beady black jelly.
Oh my God, you're defending him when he said words. He said words. Words hurt my feelings. Oh.
The box might be the box, so he has to put it in the bladder. I know he's got all that whiskey.
There's your CEO. There's your CEO right there, acting like an asshole. I'm guessing somebody else is a CEO now.
They're going after Tab.
That's what I'm guessing. I guess they have a new
I think
CEO.
so.
Living in his grandma's basement. He's always been a
Shut the fuck up!
Everybody got scared. Even douche nozzle, douche flute smoking guy, flow state. Even he jumped. Huh. Bunch of cowards, man. Y'all some bubble wrap mophobias, you know what I'm saying?
On your lampshade stream, you were professing your love for Flow State.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you should have him on here or somebody else like that and fucking fight with them, because then you have a.
Oh, he hates him. Oh, maybe I was the.
Yeah. A lot of fake people are being revealed, Karma. A lot of fake people are being revealed. Okay, you got to keep stomping on snakes. A lot of people told me. Watch out.
He's not wrong about that.
Watch out for these guys.
There are a lot of fake people being revealed right now.
Oh, absolutely. In incredible numbers.
Yes.
Guys, watch out for these guys. Look, I think Let's was squared away in the beginning. I think Brick Jonesy is a chaos agent. I think he's got the devil in him, and yeah, I'm starting to think he might be a little Satan worshiper.
Sarcasm. That was sarcasm. I watched a recent clip where he was like, I'm really close with. I can't pick up on his level of sarcasm.
Conversation.
Tim Pool said that Dave lost $10 million deal because of that sign. Wow.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of shekels.
What this idiot?
It is a lot of shekels.
Oh, he was about to have a deal, and the sign that emerged from. So wait, they broke
See
the
what the
deal because
exchange
some
rate
kids
is to
in
it.
the pizza place had the sign. That's
What?
it. That's stupid. I mean, that's actually probably dodging a bullet. If the person making the $10 million deal or offering doesn't see through the sign bullshit, then that's probably not someone you should make a $10 million deal with.
Dave, see, these guys that wrote the thing at the bar, fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
You're gonna fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking? He's not. You can't come out
It
here
was
for
a bar
5
I
minutes.
owned. It was a
I
bar
agree,
I
and they
owned.
should have been kicked out. So, but my thing is,
No,
like,
it's not just kick out Kirk.
You know what he should have done?
That'd be
Instead of
40
flying
million
to Auschwitz,
shekels.
he should have contacted.
Savage Saints for $5 super chat says the Brotherhood of the Savage Saints supports the Cheesy Poofs. The Cheesy Poofs fun.
I guess Rabbit's done mourning.
Yeah. That's a good way to spend your charity's money, I guess. The Cheesy Poof Fund.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to talk about Tab doing that. Then... But his charity stuff gets better. It's not a charity anymore. Just remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh, on behalf of the mighty lion, eat the poofs and be glad. Amen. I will cheers to that. I'm on a diet right now, but I will definitely eat some cheesy post tomorrow because it's either wine or cheesy post. And Karma already wanted the wine, I think, or MC. I think it was MC wanted the wine. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And I'm surprised Scars didn't say thank you for the donation. Not only is it a questionable organization, it seems to be a thieving and grifting and fraudulent organization that claims the super chats of other people as their own. I don't know who would do that. Tab, do you know anyone that would do that? Like between Ryder wanting to come steal my chicken's eggs, he's going to take all my eggs, and you're taking all my super chats, and man, and then Brick and Let's are talking about suing me pretty soon, and you got Due Diligence, who's a devout Farrakhan follower, joined up with the Jewiest, dewiest small hat of them all, G2. Like the Ashkenazi super proud super Jew G2 is
I don't know about all that.
Is he making you into a superhero, like Super Jew?
Oh man, that would be awesome.
You need a cape.
Nomad, if you're listening, I need this in my life.
Super Jew. Wasn't that a show?
Yeah.
There was a show, The Hebrew Hammer, where he was like a
And then you had You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yes.
With Adam Sandler. Disco. I'm gonna have to get me a lycra suit and a cape now.
literally teaming up with a fair.
Oh, here we go on the Savage Saints. Hey, Killa. This week we are rescinding our 501c3 application and going a different route within the IRC section, as we have a congregation of brothers who formed the living body of Christ.
Oh, so they're a church now.
A church. Yep.
Another way to get tax exempt status.
Tax exempt with less rules.
Yep.
Farrakhan sycophant. It's insane. I've never.
Again, you can have good conversations and learn from each other if you're both in good faith.
Exactly. And you can also use quotes from somebody without being a supporter of them.
What? Are you kidding? Is this true? It's amazing. The Church of the Almighty Shekels. Okay, that's official.
Dude,
this is a synagogue. I have to work out a little bit.
Farrakhan doesn't love.
Wear a girdle.
The Jews, and
hey,
if
all tits are beautiful.
Worships the ground that Farrakhan walks on, then by translation, I don't think he likes the Jews either. So, but you know what? You do you, bro.
I'm a super Jew, but I don't like the Jews. Okay. It make
sense.
That was a 10-second logical leap that just wow.
Bro. You do you. Savage Saint says, hello, Killamillo. This week we are rescinding our 501c3 application and going to a different route within the IRC section, as we have a congressional congregation of brothers who formed the living body of Christ. So they're going to go a different direction. Good on you. Yep. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for Discovery either. I can't wait for Discovery. Let's do the Discovery stuff.
Again.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. The world versus me. I must be a bad man. I'm a bad man. I must be a bad man. Everybody wants a piece of me. You creepy little Klingons.
The Blue Origin thing, sent up a bunch. You know what? That's the.
What's wrong with the Klingons?
Klingons do it with honor.
Yeah. And they had cloaking technology way before anybody else did.
They also have 2 penises.
I did not know that, Laura.
Mm-hmm. They have what's the word for it? They have like extras of all of their organs.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, they like the knife fight, so if something gets.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that there's a new Star Trek show coming out with Michelle Yeoh, Section 33 or something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to see what it's on.
I have to catch up on a lot of that stuff because it's all on Paramount Plus now.
Yeah, that's where it is. Because when I had the kid for the last week or so, she wanted to watch something on that.
Nice.
So. Have you watched the 2nd season of Andor?
Not yet.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
We'll get off our sci-fi kick here before it gets too deep.
Next phase, we have Katy Perry.
Yeah, you see how Savage Saints is up front with it, very transparent with their directions that they're going. They don't claim to be anything they're not actually. For months they didn't lie and convince people they were something they weren't.
Perry, and all the feminist version.
They weren't just selling soap that you were promoting
into space.
Right. And they were taking donations. They got all those songs and everything. I'm sure they did some good work. Won't take that away from them. But we're coming around to over 9 months.
Yeah. And if you're taking donations before you have tax exempt status, does that mean you have to pay taxes on those donations that you took in before? I think you might have to, but I don't know.
Probably. The organization would have to.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you? I'm on the road constantly, buddy.
They're not thinking this through.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to change the hearts and minds of something, you don't send them to the concentration camp. You obviously send them up in the Blue Origin capsule. Immediate washes their brain immediately. Just a cleansing. It's like a sky baptism. The angrier he gets, the more he starts to look like Rabbi Shmuley.
Are you ignoring what's going on?
I know. That's why I want to invent.
Cool. Shmuley is the wrong rabbi to compare to anybody. I don't like Shmuley.
If it doesn't already exist, the curl thing would just pacify and neutralize everything. Any upset person about anything, you add the curls swinging, it's over. Jay Dyer says, I made a song about sending white people to space. Just like white.
We are officially a church now. Our board members got ordained as ministers yesterday. Benghazi Rabbit is now officially licensed and ordained minister, as well as Treehawk and the other board.
Did you all go to seminary? Did you get your MDivs and
At least MDivs.
Yeah.
Or DDivs.
Yeah.
Or Master of Theology.
Right.
Or are you just making it up?
Yeah.
You do
They got
white suprem-
ordained online at one of those Universal
What is it,
Life, Universal
Yeah,
Life
Universal.
Church.
Yeah.
supremacists to space, anti-Semites to space. I mean, there should be really a lineup.
Yee.
Slave descendants.
No, I'm not. What, Dave? What do you want to do with those guys? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with those guys in the bar? Put them in
This is
jail
good
for
content,
50
though,
years?
honestly.
Fine. I don't
I
care.
didn't
They're
say that.
assholes.
You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at
is
all.
anti-Semitic,
Not at all.
shut
Not at all.
up. If you just want me to,
I got to meme something about the F the Jews sign like today. This is gonna be old news by tomorrow.
Ignore
Don't
it.
tell me. Don't tell
Or
me.
like 7 p.m.
Shut up. Don't tell me.
Shut the fuck up,
Fascist to space.
you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never.
Oh, there you go, Tav. You got some questions about your organization. Tav, what is the SCARS organization mandate? Where can we find the mission statement? Does Rabbit give away free chainsaws with every service? I don't know. Karma's Helper says, I would peep with you both.
What did Muck ask?
The Savage Saints, that's brilliant in all the good ways. Well, yep.
I didn't see it.
Never recover
Oh, I see it.
from that, Dave. Go ahead. Continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man. Don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Continue.
little bitch. You work for
Continue.
me.
Sure, you bet. For now.
Oh, you
Continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't
Well,
care. I'll
is this-
save
is this
500
shit-
grand.
He said, you little bitch, you work for me. Listen, kid.
All right. Were you talking about Loonies and Toonies? Bandit? Let me see. Okay, yeah. I like Loonies and Toonies. They're more convenient.
Listen, I own you, kid. I own you, kid. I own your firstborn daughter.
Is this show or not?
Say 500 grand.
Not a show.
That's it?
Like, is
The older David gets, the more he looks like a stereotypical, like, you got to be rich to get some pussy kind of, that the weird asymmetrical mouth doesn't ever fully close. It's always like food and crumbs are always falling out of it at the dinner table. He's like, hey, yeah, whoa. Like G2,
You've seen me eat? Are you staring through my very large plate glass windows? Oh no. Todd, are you stalking me? You're watching me eat? And currently, since I had shaved, my beard doesn't have enough in it to get stuff caught in it.
Dude, he makes 500 grand. That lady before in the clip, hook them up.
a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
Do it then. Dare you? Shut. I'll send you to Auschwitz, bald motherfucker. You work for me. You're going to Auschwitz with them. You're going to be their chaperone. You big.
I mean, he does work for Dave, so I guess he could make him. Not again. Sorry, y'all.
To space. I mean, there should be really a lot.
says, I would peep with you both.
Never recover
Bald.
from that, Dave. Go ahead. Continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man. Don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Continue.
little bitch. You work for
Continue.
me.
Sure, you bet. For now.
Oh, you
Continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't
Well,
care. I'll
is this-
save
is this
500
shit-
grand.
He said, you little bitch, you work for me. Listen, kid.
I don't know. If I was making 500 grand at one job, I think I would not. I'm sure it's performative to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I own you, kid. I own you, kid. I own your firstborn daughter.
Is this show or not?
He'll save 500 grand.
Other show.
That's it?
Like,
The older David gets, the more he looks like a stereotypical, like, you got to be rich to get some pussy kind of, that the weird asymmetrical mouth doesn't ever fully close.
Isn't that the older anybody gets, though? I mean, really?
Could be.
It's always like food and crumbs are always falling out of it at the dinner table. He's like, hey, yeah, whoa. Like G2,
Dude, he makes 500 grand. That lady before in the clip, hook them up.
a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
Do it then. Dare you? Shut. I'll send you to Auschwitz, bald motherfucker. You work for me. You're going to Auschwitz with them. You're going to be their chaperone. You big jerk. Stephen Young, $5. Send anti-Semites to space in a spaceship with wooden doors.
You're an idiot. You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You're an idiot. You're saying you're saying that people should be allowed to make they shouldn't be? Nobody makes more Jewish jokes than Jewish people. What the hell are you even talking about?
They can. The question is, what's the
I mean, it's the same as black comics can make certain jokes that you can't. I mean, you can.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't save you from the consequences of doing it. And I'm not saying in a violent way. I'm talking about in a negative media way.
Right.
consequence? It depends on where you're doing it.
Right fucking now.
Obviously, on stage at a comedy club, there's a
Exactly,
way to make
Linda.
clearly
Intent matters.
Jewish comedians, which, let's face it, 95% of all famous comedians have.
Are you gonna cut off any of your hair? Does anybody bid on your greasy, nasty locks?
Happen to be Jewish. They make these jokes all the time, Dave.
I think people should be allowed to.
Why don't you send them to? That would be different ring to it, right? Send them to Auschwitz.
Big jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before?
How many? Many Jews?
God,
Have to be killed. We're still doing this.
How many Christians are getting killed left and right? Nobody lifts a fucking finger. How many boyars are being massacred in South Africa?
Funny you should ask.
It'd be a shame if somebody had receipts to.
It would be. Want to do it in Francois? I'd be lost. Okay, I got to turn these off for a minute. This is also linked.
Do you want me to read it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Violent crime and the myth of South Africa's white genocide. Murder and armed robbery affect everyone living in South Africa. And the crime rate is high. The unemployment rate is very high. Say otherwise suggests a worrying ideological agenda. The lie of a genocide against white farmers in South Africa took center stage when President Cyril Ramaphosa and Donald Trump met on 21 May. The fact that there is no white genocide in South Africa. So it was shocking to hear that the claim made at a formal diplomatic meeting in the White House, that claim made in a formal diplomatic meeting, Among so-called evidence presented by Trump, I don't really want to get into that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The video showed what looked to be kilometers of white crosses lining a road. The footage was actually of a 2020 protest by agricultural groups highlighting the concerns about murders on farms. The crosses were a monument to these deaths over 2 decades, not mass graves. The protest came 2 weeks after farming couple Glenn and Vida Rafferty were shot and killed as they entered their home in KwaZulu-Natal province. The trauma suffered by their family, friends, and colleagues had a huge impact on their rural community. 3 of the 4 attackers were convicted. The 4th was murdered before the trial finished. Let's see. Despite being used for Trump's political misinformation campaign, the incident highlights 3 important realities of violent crime in South Africa, the farm attacks, of which the farm attacks are one. First, murder and armed robbery rates are unacceptably high. Second, these crimes affect all South Africans, not mostly white people and not mostly farmers. Third, crime causes discontent across all communities who frequently hold protests and call for remedial action. Between 2000 and 2015, 2 independent inquiries examined violent incidents on farms. The first was instituted by then Police Minister Steve Tshwete, and the second by South African Human Rights Commission. Can you read the next couple of paragraphs?
Yeah. Both investigated claims that attacks on farms and small holdings were part of a political campaign to force white farmers off their land. Neither inquiry nor other credible police or private investigations since then have found any evidence to support such allegations. Whether genocide has been committed is not a matter of opinion, but of international law. Under the 1948 Genocide Convention and the 1998 Rome Statute, genocide is defined as murder or other harmful acts intended to destroy, in whole or in part, an ethnic group. If the Trump administration believes genocide is being committed in South Africa, there are legal avenues available to confirm this and take action. None have been pursued.
So, the motive for the farm murders in South Africa is almost always robbery, not part of an effort to destroy in whole or in part an ethnic group. Some cases are driven by labor disputes or domestic violence, while those living in rural areas and on farms may be vulnerable due to their isolation and lack of security and support services. Claims that farmers are more at risk of being murdered than the average member of the public have not been proven. Those who allege an orchestrated campaign against white farmers tend to cite low arrest and prosecution rates for such crimes. An Afro-informed study of such cases between 2016 and 2021 revealed that only 18% resulted in a conviction. So, this is here. If you want to read the rest of it, I just wanted to point out that it is no national nor international inquiry, investigation, police action has been able to prove that anything of the sort has been happening. It happens to white farmers and black farmers alike. It happens to rural, it's suburban and urban South Africans, just like bad things and crimes happen here in the United States.
Right.
So there's that. That. Stop that.
Okay. And the fact that 49 of them come to America and the left
62,
left
wasn't it?
cards, the orthodox types are like screaming about it, like fuck those white farmers. Let them go over there and die in Africa. Let them get butchered and massacred in Africa. We don't care about Christians. Everything's about the Jews, dude. It's America first, man. It's not Israel first. Are you an American? That journalist should have said, not even his subs want to donate to them, them, because it lied. Yeah. So it's just crazy, dude. What's going on? What's going on here?
What if I said F the Armenians?
Nobody would
That
care.
would be disgusting.
You stop.
He's acting like everyone's lining up Jews right now still. These people are in a perpetual, like, they're in like a mind virus.
Yep.
Like this guy didn't even exist yet in his own dad's balls. And he's emotionally reacting as if like they're getting tattooed numbers on his ass.
I don't think.
I mean, we can mourn all of it and remember it. Pol Pot, Armenia. You know, it goes on and on and on and on. The Uyghurs in China. It's happening now. But, y'all wouldn't be concerned about them because they're Muslim, right?
Right.
And I guess I shouldn't be either because they're Muslim. Oh, you son of a bitch.
So he thinks it's okay to bring more white people into the country, but doesn't think it's wrong to deport hardworking farmers and the
But
people
you
that
can get in my lap.
Aw.
You're too heavy now, bud.
You should get him a chair so he can sit next to you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there you go. There you go. Sit beside me. That's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Just kind of a higher platform chair that he can just sit right next to you.
That's true because I mean the cats do it.
Mm-hmm.
That journalist should have said, not even his subs want to donate to them, them, because it lied. Yeah.
It's so disrespectful.
So it's just crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on here?
Exactly. Hate.
What if I said F the Armenians?
Nobody would care.
Bull.
Well, a lot of people would care.
He's acting like everyone's lining up Jews right now still. These people are in a perpetual, like, they're in like a mind virus.
Yep.
Like this guy didn't even exist yet in his own dad's balls. And he's emotionally reacting as if like they're getting tattooed numbers on his ass.
I don't think. What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people? I don't.
What? Where else? What? Where else are they?
I mean, I will push back on Dave on that one because, just like I said, the Uyghurs in China, plenty of people in Pakistan, and India, the Coptics in Syria that we're getting into bed with former number 2 of AQ and IS because who cares about human rights?
Right.
Okay. What about my cats? Is that even worse? Oh no.
Killing people based on their religion? Oh my gosh. Don't ever say that again out loud. Portnoy. Goy.
I think those psychopaths, I'm with you, they're scumbags, are the worst people on the earth. Should that
You don't think it's all religion?
Wow, look at how much traction and attention the Savage Saints is getting. there's so much positive energy going to the Savage Saints, but I don't know. There's that whole other organization. People got a lot of questions about it. I don't know. It seems a little sketchy.
Because they're in your chat and Bandit's your not Bandit. I'm sorry, Bandit. I'm so sorry. Rabbit's your buddy. That might have a little something to do with it. What's up there, man? What's up there?
He's gotten so big.
He's huge. Holding him up like this is hey, Cody, this is a good workout for my flappy triceps. Thank you. Holding him up.
Yeah.
Sketchy. He's a little sketchy. I mean, the CEO wants to come to my homestead and do I don't know what. Probably do something to one of my chickens. I don't even know. I mean, they're tiny now. Cav, just leave them alone. They're not even laying eggs, man. Can you just leave my chickens alone? Well, why do you want to come to my homestead, you creepy, greasy motherfucker? I'm gonna have to check my oil. I'm gonna find you underneath the hood. That's what's gonna happen.
But Dave, you're telling
I bet your hair gets really greasy under all those hats that you never take off.
All jokes.
Yeah, right.
Jew jokes of that nature.
Of that nature?
What nature?
What do you mean, Jewish?
Right now,
we'll ban
what
Jew
nature?
jokes of that nature. We'll get the Constitution. We'll
What nature?
get Congress and stop Jew jokes of that nature.
I'll go back to this.
Wi-Fi Gospel did it for the Sun, $5. They made
Intent, context, how it's delivered, all of those things, and it's already covered in the Constitution because when they're delivered in such a way that it's hate speech or incitement to violence, it is not protected under the First Amendment. It was in your private business. You could have done what you needed to do at the time.
Right.
made a movie about homosexual black men from space. Can't quite think of the name of it.
Yeah. When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
I think freedom of speech should. I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Did you see that same argument about Armenian versus Jewish insults on their PVD? No, I didn't. We can look at that too after this meltdown.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews, and there's no responsibility if someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
freedom
but
of
not
speech.
saying, hey,
That's
go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say, somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
Oi,
Fine, somebody says go kill Jews.
Oi.
David Pinocchio.
Different than telling. I thought we were talking about telling a joke. I thought we were talking about comedians.
Yeah, he says stop making that jokes of that nature.
They are.
He's gonna have to talk to a lot of mostly Jewish people, by the way.
All using.
By the way, Jew jokes that are told as jokes in the context of jokes are mostly told by Jewish people. Mostly.
Semantics for anti-Semitism right now, and I can tell the difference because for 20 years of doing it, I've never mentioned it, Kirk.
No, and I said to you when this thing happened a couple
how
weeks ago.
can you not realize we're in a different time right now?
I completely realize.
We're in a different time. Why would?
Yeah, what happened? How are we in a different time, man? Is it like was it the hadrogen collider?
This is all you. Go.
The Hadrogen Collider. You mean the Large Hadron Collider? You pretending you know anything about physics or math with your mathy physics background that you always put up?
Yeah.
I can't figure out whether you're trying to say hydrogen or
There you go.
making up a word.
Hate roguing collider.
Yeah. It's the Large Hadron Collider. Go research it.
I think that's where my best friend did his. Pretty sure he
at CERN
worked there for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing some postdoctoral work. He's a professor now at University of Arizona.
I'm not a high school dropout. No.
Kicked off. Cheers, guys.
Beauty school dropout.
Guys, hey, bottoms up. We got a nice deep Merlot.
Actually went to
here going
tech
down the
school,
gullet.
so nice try.
Oh, it's so good, Chad. So good.
Would you argue the time we're in is good?
And I'm sensitive to the fact that you're.
So Jews are dying. According to Portnoy. Do you know how many pizza he's got to sell?
Sensitive, and I feel bad.
You know how much I have to make up for the lost $10 million deal because of that sign? I'm so mad. I'm fuming. I am fuming.
He's fuming.
No, you're not. You don't get it. That's not true. I am sensitive to it. What I'm saying is, it's a.
Have you ever seen Family Guy? Yeah.
Fine line. I think you would agree. I think you would agree. So maybe you don't. That when you start harnessing free speech and what can be said.
Why is it any of your business?
Yeah, why would I tell you?
Yeah.
Saying throw any of these people in jail. You want me to give this kid a pass?
Hey.
No.
A pass to Auschwitz. Free pass. Otherwise costs about $300 plus the flight. It's a lot of money. Huge opportunity.
No, if you want, no. What I would like you to do, in my mind, this is why I pitched it to the producers, and you disagreed, and you are the boss. Like I said to you yesterday, it's your dime. You own the company. I thought it would be interesting to have somebody on who you disagree with, who I think at the end you wouldn't disagree with that much. Have a conversation, which is what I.
Listen, he's not planning to have a conversation with somebody he considers to be beneath him. Why would he have a conversation with somebody that he considers to be beneath him? Understand, he is superior, you are inferior. In David's mind, you are a POS.
Math science. Little Griggy's math science expert.
I'm not a math science expert. I think the math expert is Spartan, but
yeah.
You do need a lot of math and science for both of the certificates that I got, automotive technician and nursing assistant. So nice try.
Thought you were trying to do. Hold on 1 second. Which I thought you were trying to do with bringing these guys to Auschwitz, trying to have a conversation. So you put a name in the face of somebody you disagree with and have an actual conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that or just laugh at it and be like, that's pretty retarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much transparency going on. It's almost like Savage Saints are streaking across the I mean, it's we can see everything. We can see everything, Tav. You should try that. Why don't you try that?
Did you say Freeman Press? Let's get to the GT portion of the show.
Portion, you moron. God, are you slow? Savage Saints are streaking across the I mean, it's we can see everything. We can see everything, Tav. You should try that. Why don't you try that? This is the G2 portion, you moron. God, are you slow? You are slow, aren't you?
That's just stupid. How about just be like, oh yeah, that's stupid. That was stupid. I mean, you don't react to that many sides. Like, imagine Christians. Christians have been persecuted. Christians have been genocided. Christians have been focused on for killing based on what their belief is. Portnoy. That would be like me if I owned a pizza place and someone came in and, basically desecrated the image of Christ or something. And there was outrage. Where are we going to send them? David Portnoy is like, send them to the past that we have a monopoly on. You Jews have a monopoly on being targeted. No one else can use that.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
It's all just so pathetic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? His reaction is just going to make more of those signs, really.
I did correct him on that one. Though, I mean, Portnoy was was trying to say, I will correct the record there. He was trying to say that nobody else is getting persecuted, but it's not true.
Yep.
That's what it's going to result in. Now everyone's like, doesn't he understand that if you prod at something, if you react and show it shows that you're bothered by it? Does he not know that if you react and show people you're bothered by something, it multiplies the thing that bothers you?
Sure does,
It's
doesn't
like
it?
water to a blueberry.
Oi, oi, oi!
Then they want to come to your house and they want to beat you up and they want to steal your eggs. They want to sue you for your chickens. Even
What's that? Neither one of them were Jewish, right? What's that got to do with anything?
Didn't you just have to throw out all of your eggs in the glass jars because they were bad?
He stole his own eggs from himself.
Yeah.
though they can't pay their own mortgage. They have to crash on other grown men's couches all their lives. Ooh. Oh my goodness, dude. It's so bad. Grow up, dude. Find out how to succeed in life a little bit.
It's the sunshine and water to your outrage bush, bro. God, Guns, and Glory with a massive $50 super chat brings us to 10 more for the day for the first goal.
I mean, he has Jordan Peterson as his chat avatar when this stuff comes up.
Oh.
Schmear that bagel wash is United. New pitch, bigger hats.
How we doing on goal,
Bigger
chat?
hats.
We doing on good? How we doing on
Listen
goal?
to space.
How we doing on our goal? We're grifting. I'm grifting over here. We're
Send 'em
2 out
up
of 10,
there.
chat. We got
60
plenty of time
miles
left.
up.
We're 2 out of 10.
Change your life.
2 out of 10,
Where's
chat.
Portnoy fighting Hollywood for all those fucked up movies about Christians? Nowhere. He's a loser, dude. He's just a rich loser.
Yep.
Just a few more minutes, y'all. I just there's something I find funny here.
All right, let's do a little poking around here.
Wait, you see the principles right here?
Yeah.
There's poop diligence.
What did I say? What did I
clicked on the
say?
wrong thing,
Every
though.
single thing
Yeah.
I said so far is totally vindicated, Clay. There is
Where's poop diligence? So there's some potentiality that he might have crapped himself. Apparently.
What?
All right. where
That's
is
the
it?
claim they were
Oh,
making.
there's Sam Hyde.
Let's see what Sam has to say, and then we'll be done.
Somebody's talking about Sam Hyde. Black conspiracy. Ooh.
Did you see that, Sam?
We'll keep rolling. Yeah, I did see the SNL gay dads.
It wasn't even funny.
The people who watch the show, the way they laugh, just so you know. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I love SNL.
He reminds me of
It's a good
Pendulette.
sketch. It's a good old sketch.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's a bagel. Ooh. Why is it like this? That's weird. Well, that's even worse.
What's he talking about?
Why is it
Why
all
is
like
it like
that,
this?
man? Eee. Eee. All right. Anyway, listen, I love the Jews. Oh, I guess dude, dupe diligence. Where was he?
Right there again. He just scrolled past it.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah.
I stopped following him. I think he's on
Aw.
somewhere. I think he's live right now. He might still be in my feed somehow.
There it
some
is
way, shape,
again.
or form. Where's Pooh?
He doesn't know
Diligence?
that it's the principles.
Right. Oh, did he? Sam Cedar did? Bandit?
I think he's talking about the Sam that Coded told to
Oh.
You know what?
Oh. Let's check on one thing and then we'll probably end if this isn't. Oh man, he ended. Okay. Tab. Oh yeah, Tab. Mrs. Metcalf wants to get in touch with you.
Yeah, he ended way before he joined the chat in here. So.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Well, yeah, that's the way he was with my portion of his show too. Is he kept going back and forth from me to you. So.
Yep.
So I did like an hour, 18 minutes of it, and it took us 2:45. So almost double. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
So. All right, y'all. We will probably see y'all tonight. I'm not sure. I hadn't talked to Jeff in a minute because I've been on here. So other than when he popped in here. Oh, I know. We figured out who you're talking about, Bandit. Thank you. I hope he's well.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Be good.